Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. Welcome back to the channel again. Once again, it is a channel that brings you the latest Chelsea news around the world of sports, and also it's the channel that brings you the match review, the match preview of every game in the EPL, and also the top teams in the EPL that constitute, the top six, the big guys. So it's September the 7th. 2021, and here we are with another news. And today, the topic of the day is when we're gonna delve into it. Probably four topics that we're gonna talk about. Paris Saint-Germain, Paris Saint-Germain chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi slams Premier League Big Six. Former Manchester United head coach Louis van Gaal has congratulated Chelsea coach Thomas Tuchel. And then the last but not the least, Chelsea are interested in signing Bayern Munich winger Leroy Sane this summer or maybe next summer, according to reports across the internet. Today is another day for us. Wherever you are watching Blue Clouds TV, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I deserve that applause. I deserve it. Thanks, guys, for that applause. I deserve that applause. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here again. We're going to talk about something wonderful, something spectacular, something that I wasn't expecting from Nasser Al-Khelaifi. You know what? This gentleman, this chairman of PSG, it's a shame trying to describe the top six of the EPL as failure and some other nasty word that he uses for this team. And I'm gonna go in and talk about it because it's very, very annoying. It's very, very annoying. It is very, very annoying. If you guys know the Paris Saint-Germain ownership, it is a Qatar sporting group that owns the Paris Saint-Germain. And before I continue with the story, I want to acknowledge all my friends in the chat. The Almighty Blues FC, former of FCBN, Chelsea channel. I want to acknowledge you and say, hey, nice to see you here. Chelsea perspective, wherever you are. God be with you. God bless you also, all of you. I123, love you. Phantom of many topics, my brother. Phantom of many topics, guys. Check him out. He has some awesome channel too. So is Chelsea perspective and Almighty Blues. Thank you, Matt, for being here. Matt, thank you for being here. And also, all of you. And now we're going to start with the topic today. Some of you just joined. I'm going to repeat the topic again. Paris Saint-Germain chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi slammed Premier League Big Six. Former Manchester United head coach Louis van Gaal has congratulated Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea are interested in signing Bayern Munich winger Leroy Sane either next summer. It can be this summer because this summer the window is already closed. So what? Thomas Tuchel is always interested in players like that. Same way I'm going to come into that. But these are the topic of the day. And I'm just going to stream for just half an hour. So I'll keep on going so I can put all my content in just half an hour. I'm going to start with the Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain chairman that slammed the top six teams, which include Tottenham Hotspur, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea FC, and then Arsenal for calling us failure. Who is a failure? If Nasser Al-Khelaifi should sit himself down and look at Chelsea Football Club and look at Arsenal Football Club and then look at Tottenham Hotspur. Who is a failure? This is a sporting group of Qatar. Qatar is a nation that is sponsoring a football club. So the PSG is not even sponsored by an individual, just like you have Abramovich in charge of Chelsea, just like you have the Tottenham owner. What's his name? I forgot his name. What's his name? The Tottenham owner. And just like you have the Arsenal owner, the Cronkies from Arsenal. But this is a nation that is holding a football club in France. They have all the money, spend so much billions, millions on players, but yet they can't win the trophy. The Champions League is the ultimate, and they can't win it. So who is the failure over here? He should look at himself. I understand that the fact that Chelsea, Daniel Levy, thank you, Daniel Levy. The fact that thank you, Chelsea perspective, Daniel Levy. The fact that Daniel Levy's Tottenham Hotspurs, and then Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, and then also the Stan Kroenke of Arsenal, and then some other team joined the Super League, doesn't make them a failure. What I say is they did not do due diligently into that package of the Super League thing. That's why they joined. But then after that, when they realized that it wasn't a thing that the fans are going to buy into it, they retain. They back up from that league. So why would Nasser Al-Khelaifi call these top Premier League teams that have won Champions League? A team that have won Champions League 2 times. You have spent all the millions buying, I see that thing to be very stupid. Nasser Al-Khelaifi has spent millions on Lionel Messi. Spent so much money on Mbappe. Spent so much money on Neymar. But yet you cannot secure the trophy for your club. And you want to call the Premier League teams as failure? He should look at himself, man. He should look at himself. And he is a failure of other Premier League teams. They every season they spend so much money. But I'm telling you, he is very shady. That team is very shady. They pay so much money to FIFA. It is true. I won't lie to you. Although the evidence is not there, it is true. How come in the season, by having paid so much money for Mbappe, having paid so much money for what's his name, Neymar, but yet financial fair play could not catch them, could not bring them down. We know what they do. We know what the oil companies do. Pay under the table, pay so much money so they can own. Even just the recent Qatar hosting the World Cup, we know all the news that came in. Paying bribes, paying money to FIFA for them to be able to host the tournament. They don't have the guts. We know they have the money, but they don't have the sporting minerals to be able to hold the World Cup. Because of tourist attraction, they have the money. They can pay out their way to be able to host a competition like that. So when I saw the news from the football London today, I was like, this is very, very unacceptable from Nasser Al-Khelaifi. And to be honest with me, when the meeting was being held, Chelsea did not represent. Chelsea was not there presently. Arsenal was there. Tottenham was there. Chelsea represent via Zoom meeting. That is how Chelsea represent themselves. But they were not there physically. But then Arsenal was there physically. Then Olivier and his team were there physically. So in the other way, I'll see that Chelsea did not really buy into it. Although they joined through Zoom meeting in Stamford Bridge, they have to use their computer to listen to what was going on. That's how they joined. But I know it wasn't just one day. Probably the proposal was sent to Chelsea in a long time, but it took them a time they needed a time to go through that proposal and accept to it, and they did. So that was wrong from Chelsea, but the fans did not like it. So I was very happy in the sense that Marina Granovskaya, Peter Cech, those representatives that represent Chelsea came in to stop it, because football is for the fans, not for certain individual. Phantom of Many Topics said PSG can go sit in the corner. Chelsea perspective said Nasser, words mean nothing to me. Absolutely, it means nothing to me either. But I think, as a content creator, it divides. some attention on the platform that we can talk about it. Almighty Blue said, let's all smash that like button for Blue Clouds TV. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Almighty Blues Ankit, formerly of I'm formerly of I even forget the channel name. But yeah, it's good I even forget the channel name, so I can keep the Almighty Blue in my head. Yeah. Chelsea Perspective said, good question, Nee. How haven't PSG infringed the FFP rules? It is true. I keep asking that question even last season. For the amount of amount that they spend on Mbappe and the amount of money they spend on Neymar, almost about 300 million at one season, one transfer season. And yet FFP rules could not catch them. They couldn't fall under the FFP rules. It's mind-blowing. I couldn't get it. Absolutely, I couldn't get it. But then, he's ashamed. Nasser Al-Khelaifi himself. I mean, wherever you are, go F yourself, man. Go F yourself, and you're ashamed to Paris Saint-Germain, FA. Where is Paris Saint-Germain himself? Back in the days, 10 years ago, where was Paris Saint-Germain? FC Marseille was in charge of the whole French team. Monaco, those teams are the teams that we wanted to see. With all your money, you couldn't even win the Premier League, the French league last season. With all the money that you guys have, with Neymar, Mbappe, with President Kempemba, and all those Marquinhos, all those players that you have, you couldn't even win the French league last season. It's a shame. It's a shame to you yourself. I don't want to spend time on you anymore, man. I'm going to move on to my second team. My second topic of the day. You're upsetting me, man. Guys, smash the like button for Blue Clouds TV wherever you found yourself. It's morning over here. It's good morning. It could be good afternoon. It could be good evening. Wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for being here and watching the stream also. Former Manchester United head coach Louis van Gaal has congratulated Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel. Why did he congratulate Chelsea boss? This is it. People get. I heard something about. I read the tweet that Chelsea Perspective put up some hours ago about disagreement. If you disagree with somebody, doesn't mean you hate the person. Absolutely, you're right. You're spot on, Chelsea Perspective. You're spot on. I think I retweeted that on my page. You're spot on, bro. If you don't agree with somebody, doesn't mean you hate the person. And also, I want to say this. Whatever you do, you're going to have hatred and hate from other people. No matter what you do. I remember before Thomas Tuchel took over in the club. I remember before Thomas Tuchel took over at Chelsea, we were licking in goals from all angles. We scored goals, but we were still chipping in, licking in goals. So this German tactician came in, and then he found a way that we could stop the goals from getting into the net. Now there's so many criticism going on social media tagging Thomas Tuchel as a defensive coach. I don't think you guys think Thomas Tuchel is a defensive coach. He hasn't found the right players to be able to get him more goals. And the fact that we played Liverpool 10 men, one man down, we were playing 10 against 11, and we were able to defend good against Liverpool, doesn't make our team a defensive team. That is not right. That is not true. I know you guys agree with me. Our team is not defensive. Are we? I don't think our team is defensive. So Louis van Gaal came in and praises the work of Thomas Tuchel, and this is what he put up. Let me see if I can bring it up and then share this with you guys from Football London today. It says former Manchester United head coach Louis van Gaal has congratulated Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel for finding and finding an effective playing style for the Blues. Since arriving at Stamford Bridge in January, the German has preferred a strict system, implementing 5 across the defensive line. Despite having led the Blues to the Champions League title as well as the UEFA Super Cup, there has still been criticism sent Thomas Tuchel way for Chelsea not scoring enough goals under the German. 52 in 35 matches in all competition to be, so why are people sending criticism? This is a German full season. He's going to have a full season this year. He had just a half season. And the players that he used in playing the Champions League, the players I used for the Champions League and the Super Cup were all the players that Lampard already had. The players that Lampard had that he couldn't use them very well. He couldn't manage the egos. He couldn't manage those players. These are the same crop of players that Frank Lampard used in these 2 competitions, the Champions League, the FA Cup finals, which we lost, and then also the Super Cup. So what is wrong? He's now have a different crop of player, which is Saul is in right now. Lukaku is also in. That will play in a different strategy that will give Chelsea more goals. So why would people on the internet, on website, or wherever, criticizing Thomas Tuchel, the media criticizing Thomas Tuchel as a defensive coach? I don't think so. People have to give Thomas Tuchel the chance to be able to play almost about 20 games and see if Tuchel is really a defensive coach, or maybe he was just using the team that he has now to be able to lock in the defense and try to score more goals. Now we have Lukaku. Lukaku is a goal-getter. He will get us more goals. We have Saul also, whom I think that Saul will play in the Aston Villa game because Reece James is on a red card. He will miss a game or 2. So Saul, and then also I'm not sure about N'Golo Kanté. N'Golo Kanté injury, probably he's still going to be off, which we have to work very hard and keep N'Golo Kanté very healthy. So I see Saul definitely starting against Aston Villa because he's already been training with the team already. He's fit. He's ready. He's learning the Tuchel way. He's learning to know his players. So yeah, I see I really see Thomas Tuchel starting Saul, which we can get more goals instead of people criticizing Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea Perspective said, coming to that, many people have died building stadia for them in horrible working condition in Qatar. Absolutely. I know people from my country also who had that I don't know what they call it. They have some kind of a workmanship thing where they go to different countries, and I know they go to Ghana, they go to Nigeria. They've going around some African countries getting people to build a stadium. People that fall from high level, different floors, falling, and they don't get nothing. No insurance, nothing. People just die for nothing. And I agree with you, Chelsea Perspective. Yeah, I've read that too, and I've had that from a family member that knows people that went to the Qatar to help build this stadium that died. I know that. This is pathetic from this Nasser Al-Khelaifi. It's very pathetic from him. After Brexit, I respect LVG. Almighty Blues FC said, even more so as I love the Dutch, but the guy knows. Absolutely. Louis van Gaal is a very good coach. It's just that he did not get the right players that he needed from Manchester United. They were focusing more on selling paraphernalias, jerseys, and merchandise and stuff like that, instead of focusing on what can go on the pitch. Almighty Blue said even more so. I think I've read that. Mr. Perspective said LVG comment is legendary. I salute LVG. I salute LVG. I salute LVG. I salute LVG. So yeah, I don't think Tuchel really deserve any criticism. How long is my stream? I got 5 more minutes to end my stream. Tuchel doesn't deserve any criticism at all. Now we're gonna use the 5 minutes to finish the last one, which is Chelsea are interested in signing Bayern Munich winger Leroy Sane this summer, according to reports from the media houses. What do you guys think of the signing of Leroy Sane? From my perspective, the only way that we can sign Leroy Sane, it's only when Karim Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, these 2 players did not live up to expectation this season. That's the only way we can go in for another winger. We have enough wingers, we have enough midfielders to be able to play in all 5 competitions this season. Because we're still in contention, one of the favorites to win the Champions League this season. This season, and also we are still in contention, another team to be able to win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the EPL, and then also what else? The Club World Cup competition. So we have 5 strong competition which we have to go big. We have to go big. We don't have to play around. We don't have to play around. So we need good equal players that can come from the bench and be able to fill in the shoes of the players that are already on the pitch. So I know we have Saul who can replace. Saul is a box-to-box player just like Kovacic, and then also N'Golo Kanté. I mean, if we need a register, we have Jorginho, who is a register. I can play with a double pivot with Saul, or who can play double pivot with Kovacic, and then also N'Golo Kanté. So with that aspect, the Jorginho aspect, Jorginho can play all the games. And even we can try and put maybe Saul and then Kovacic. Saul and Kovacic, or Kovacic or N'Golo Kanté. Those 2 players, because Kovacic can do what Jorginho does. But I'm not sure about Saul. Saul is a box-to-box player just like N'Golo Kanté. They can't really do it very well. But Jorginho and Kovacic can take turns. They can one can be a backup for each other, which Jorginho will be the one on top, and then Kovacic will come in and replace Jorginho if in that aspect. Mr. Perspective said, for me, there's no substance to the same rumor. Absolutely. So what we have, yeah, the only way we can sign Leroy Sane will be when Hudson-Odoi or maybe Ziyech do not pull their weight, do not really do their best. So yeah, that's I got 2 more minutes. You guys have any more questions for Blue Class TV or Need Zion over here? I have currently have 5 people viewing right now, and I want to say those that chip in and still got something to do and left, I want to say thank you all. Thank you all for doing so. As of now, it says I have 5 likes. I should have more than that, because beginning I had 7 people. Now it went down to 4. Guys, smash the like button for me if you're watching it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my back. So I'm not really sure what else we can do now. If you guys have any more questions, throw them in. If no question, then we got to move on. Half an hour is up. I gotta stay disciplined as usual. The news daily is up as usual, guys. I try to keep consistency. The news daily will come in every day to update fans and football lovers, across the continent. I have the is that the blue lunch? The blue lunch you miss. Your logo looks a bit different here, but it's a blue launch, which I think is Baggy TV, Baggy from the Baggy TV, ex Baggy TV, now the blue launch, my brother. Thank you for being here, and also thank you, wonderful people, wonderful people. Big up to you all, big up to you. You guys deserve a hands of applause, man. You guys deserve it. Get it, get it. You guys deserve a hand on the floor, so yeah, take it. Yep, wonderful, wonderful people, wonderful people. You guys deserve a hand of applause, so yeah, I gave it to you, just like I do. So thank you all for being here. Those that missed the show, if you miss it, please do me a favor. Go back to the beginning. We talk about interesting, important news daily. Today we talk about the Paris Saint-Germain chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi Slam Premier League Big Six, and also former Manchester United head coach Louis van Gaal has congratulated Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea are interested in signing Bayern Munich winger Leroy Sane next summer. So the blue Almighty Blue FC said back at you, knee, bro. Big up. Thank you very much. Big up to you too. The blue launch said big up my knee. Big up. Knee, big up to you. Big up to you, my G, wherever you are. Baggy TV, thank you. Baggy, Mr. Baggy. Yeah, Baggy. And from the Blue Launch TV. And then smash the like button for Blue Clouds TV, said Chelsea Perspective. And Almighty Blue said I had Kante maybe injured. Not sure how long. I'm not sure how long either. That's why I really believe that Saul will be starting the game. Either he might start or maybe come in the second half. I'll feel bad if Kovacic have been with the club for that long. Will be on the bench for Saul to start. I'll feel very bad. So I'm sure I'm sure Jorginho will be starting with Kovacic, and then maybe Saul will come in the 60th minute to see what Saul can give us in the club. So yeah. So yeah, the blue Misty Mohammed. Who is Mr. Oh, okay, yes. Now I know the blue lunch is referred as Mr. Mohammed, so I'm not gonna call him Baggy anymore. Mr. Mohammed. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. And Mohammed would never be a name that I can get off of my head, because I remember when I was in I'll tell you a little bit of story. When I was middle school, we learned about the 5 pillars of Islam. Yeah, which I could remember. Some of them, the 5 pillars of Islam. Where is one? Almsgiving or something like that. I think almsgiving, which is giving out. I forgot, some of them are in different names, but I'm trying to explain one of them that I know. It's the almsgiving, which is the 5 pillars of Islam. I remember learning. Back in the day, we used to you have to learn CRS, which is Christian religious studies, and then you have to learn the Islamic also. As a Christian, we were learning Islamic, and then the Muslim also with us, we're also learning something about the Christian religion. So it's also very nice to learn different religion, which is nothing wrong. At the end of the day, we all serve and worship one God. So yeah, thank you guys all for being here one more time. And I'll leave you with Leo Desperandos. Hang on to hope. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another new news daily. See you all again. Bye-bye. Back to Blue Clouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.